All right, listen. I have built a lot of farms on this channel, so today I'm going to give you guys what I think are the 8 best farms that I've ever covered for Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.20. Enderman XP farms do not have to be complicated. We all know the traditional one, you go way up, get an endermite in the minecart, have the enderman fall, but it's so complicated. Check this one out. It's literally just a box back there, like a square where the endermen spawn, and a box up at the front here where we can actually kill the enderman. So you're going to see, obviously I can kill the enderman here. It does take more hits since they don't fall from a chamber, but it's still very efficient. The XP comes underneath of these slabs that we have here into my inventory, and obviously the ender pearls go into the chest. And when I want to get more endermen down here, like I mentioned, instead of having an endermite, I just look them in the eye. That's all you have to do. You look them in the eye, you can see I now have 10 new endermen running all the way down here. And once I'm done with these guys, 10 more will already be back there and we can kill them more. I honestly would argue that this farm is more efficient than the one where you have to build way up and, do all of that. And it takes maybe a quarter of the time to build. Now, I cannot stress enough how absolutely insane this Guardian XP farm is. You can already see them spawning down there. I mean, look at how many there are. I know this does look like a really complicated farm and it does take quite a while to set up, but in my opinion, like out of all the farms I've ever built, this is the fastest XP farm I've ever seen. It's faster than anything. How it works is you plug all of the other Guardian spawn points so they can only spawn inside of your farm here. And as you can see, they're just getting pushed into the middle in hordes. And this trident killer down here, inside of here, is killing them. And what I can do is actually just go into survival mode, stand here, and you can see I collect all of the XP and the drops go into a chest, which I can't see here for some reason. Hold on. If I open up this chest down here, there we go. You can see the drops in there and all of that XP that I'm getting. This farm is like, it's just the best. It's just the best. If I fly back up to this platform where I'm AFKing, you're already going to see like almost instantly that more guardians start to spawn in the corners and go to the center of the farm. And all you have to do is AFK down there, come back 5 minutes later and you have like a full level 30 enchant. This farm is incredible and is not one that you want to miss. Now, if you have the time, if you have the resources, there's not a farm I can recommend more than this iron farm. It is absolutely incredible. Now, it takes up quite a bit of space, but that's not a problem if you see the rates of this farm. I believe if I go down here, yeah, this was 1 hour at this farm. I mean, it is actually insane. You can extend the storage as far down as you want. Like I mentioned, it takes up a bit of space, but it also looks pretty nice in my opinion. All it is a big spawning platform for the iron golem with water pushing them into lava. And then we have all of our villagers, our workstations, and our beds in this area over here. You can see the iron golems are spawning almost one every single minute. And there's a couple cats, doesn't really matter. All we care about is these iron golems. Now the other part to this farm is we do have, like I mentioned, oh wow, you can see they're spawning so fast. But you can see I do have 30 villagers back here. You can do 20 if you want, although 20 will make it a little less efficient. With 30, this is the maximum efficiency that you can have in Bedrock. I mean, you just saw 2 iron golems spawn in the span of like a minute. Like I showed you, that was the hourly rate down there. Again, if you have the time, if you have the resources, I cannot recommend a farm better than this iron farm that I have built here. All right, honorable mention time. This isn't really a farm, which is why I didn't put it in the actual top 8 list. But I mean, check this thing out. All you have to do is set this up, turn it on, and now any gold that I throw to these piglins, they automatically trade with it. I turn it off, you see they trade at the normal speed, but I turn this on and all of them come and they instantly trade with these things. And you can go through stacks of gold in just minutes. I just thought I would come here, show you guys this because it is genuinely something that not enough people know about. Look at this. It's so funny to watch. I mean, check out this loot that I got so fast. Anyways, back to the top 8 list. Minecraft has an interesting mechanic inside of the game where shulkers are set so they always have to have 2 side by side, and this farm aims to capitalize on that. So we all need shulkers. Everyone needs lots of shulker boxes in the world. How this farm works, you can see I'm actually going to stand inside of this AFK platform and go into survival. You can see that all of these shulkers shoot at each other. Those 2 shoot each other, these 2 shoot each other, and then this guy shoots that right there. You can see I got the shulker shell, but you might notice there's still 2 shulkers here. And that's because, like I mentioned, in the game mechanics, there has to be 2 shulkers next to each other. So when one of these guys dies, they just instantly spawn a new one. All of the shells go down inside of here and into the chest. But like I mentioned, there's still shulkers up there. Super easy to set up, gives you tons of shulker shells, tons of shulker boxes, and honestly is just a farm that you need if you want to progress further into the game. This is the fastest sugarcane farm in all of Bedrock. Literally, you cannot physically get faster than this. The second the sugarcane is grown, it's broken by that piston and the drops go into the chest. Now, the only problem with this farm, with it being so efficient, is it does take a lot of bone meal. So hopefully you have some sort of other bone meal farm that can work, but you can see the bone meal is inside of this chest. It goes into this dispenser here. And then when I flick this lever, what happens is the bone meal is shot out, grows the sugarcane, and in that same tick, it is broken by the piston. So you can see here, it's instantly grown, instantly broken. So much sugarcane is going into here. If you have a lot of bone meal, this is a really good sugarcane farm. I don't think it came as a surprise to anyone that I added a raid farm onto this list. They are just, in my opinion, the best farm in all of Minecraft. How they work is when you go down there and get the bad omen effect, you run up here and the villager inside of this box here starts the raid. All of the mobs spawn up here inside of this box, and then they all fall down here and they're automatically killed by this trident killer. And so the way that I have it set up here is if I actually go into survival mode, not only do I get now all of the good loot like the books and the totems and all of that, but I also collect the XP. So you can see at the start of my screen, the raid has started. Eventually the mobs are going to end up falling down here and they're all going to die. I'm collecting the XP like I just mentioned, and it's fully automatic. And all of the drops go into this chest. You can see just from a couple raids, like these chests are full with tons of totems, enchanted items, all of this good stuff. Plus I get like all this XP. I don't see why you don't have a raid farm in your world. It's just the best. Just build a raid farm. Gunpowder is so important when playing Minecraft. Honestly, it's one of the most important things in Minecraft. Not only is it good for TNT just to have fun, but also for your elytra for flying around, right? You need the fireworks, which takes gunpowder. And this farm will give you just a ton of gunpowder. You won't need any more. All you do is sit down here. I've also made it so you can AFK here and collect all the XP. So not only are you getting the gunpowder, you're also getting XP. As you're going to see when I go into survival mode here, the creepers fall down. Like I just mentioned, you know, they're falling a lot. A lot are falling really fast. See, it's a super efficient farm. They never actually end up blowing up. You can see I'm collecting the XP. The drops go into the chest. You can see the rates and how fast they're falling down. I mean, I can't make this up. It's a good farm. Build this creeper farm, guys. Super smelters. If you don't have one, my only question to you is why not? All you do is put your fuel up in this chest, the item you want to smelt in this chest, and it automatically distributes it between all of the furnaces evenly with the fuel and the item that you're smelting, and then it puts it all inside of one chest conveniently. So you don't have to manually load up all of the things. It all does it fully automatically, and I think that's what the point of a farm is, to save you a lot of time, and this farm will definitely save you a lot of time. The best thing about it is you don't have to use regular furnaces. You can use smokers or blast furnaces. You can make it 100 long, or you can just make it 3, however you want. Super smelters are goated. Build it. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. BlazedMC out.